Hey there, YouTube. It's Aisha. I'm filming lo-fi today on my computer's camera. I'm not quite sure how I like it, but we'll try it out. I'm doing a bit of a collective haul. I have quite a few books to show you, including a few e-babies. Except my Kindle doesn't cooperate, so I'll have to do those separate. I always say I'm going to, and I never do. But I'm super excited because I've gotten a few things from the Dollar Tree, the Goodwill, as well as Amazon, and a lot of ebooks from Amazon, actually. So I went to Books A Million, and I think this is the only thing, I didn't even pay full price for this, so there you go. Because I don't pay full price. But I picked up the Iron Schrader by Julie Kagawa. This is the third and final book in the spin-off to the Iron Face series. This is the Call of the Forgotten series. So if you read the Iron Face series, there's a scene in the last book, The Iron Knight, with Ash and the King, where they're traveling somewhere with the cat, Grimalkin, and the wolf. And when they're traveling, they get to a certain place, and there's a thing that happens. I know this is, I'm trying not to spoil it for some people, but there is a group of people called the Forgotten, which is why this is, but it happens in, there's a scene in there, and it's a wonderful scene. But yeah, when you read it and then you get to this, you realize why that was such an important scene. But this is the third and final book in the the Iron Face series. I'm really sad to see the series go. I really enjoyed it. I love Puck, and I love all of the characters that are in there. And I love the way Julie made the series such a wonderful series. So I finally got I have a thing about finishing series. I'm always, I don't know, I always never want to finish them. So I went ahead and picked it up, and I'm going to try to read it this month. Well, it's not this month because it's the 29th, and I have plans for the next 2 days. So then I picked up Come the Morning by Heather Graham, and this is part of her old series. I hauled The King's Pleasure a few months ago. This one I got at the Goodwill, and this is the old series that they're bringing back, like her older books. And I'm really excited to read this. This one is a historical fiction book. I bought it for 50 cents. It says $1, but the day I bought it was Blue Day. Then I picked up this monster, and this is The Fiery Cross by Diana Gabaldon, and this is part of the really big series now, the Outlander series. This series has been a phenomenal series to read. I used to own all the books like this because I used to work at Borders, and I used to get them all the time, just the short books. And then I moved, and I foolishly got rid of them, and because I was like, oh, there's something I'll never reread. But I've been rereading the series and falling in love with the characters again, and crying and being angry at the characters, and just amazing, fantastic time travel series. Then I'm not even sure why I picked this up because I absolutely hated this book. I really enjoyed the first book. I never finished the second book. I never got to the second book because it's just the first book told in the male's perspective. And then this is I guess this was her attempt to answer all the questions people were asking about the series. And this is like such a far departation from the characters that you read in the first book that I don't know what the F this was, but yeah. But it was in the Dollar Tree, and I was like, you know what? Considering it was $10.50. Now, I was one of those foolish people that got, and I bought it as an ebook and read it in like less than an hour, and I was pissed the whole way through. I was like, I paid for this. This is foolishness. I paid for this. But yeah, I went ahead and sucked it up and paid $1 for this just so I can have it next to the other two books because I refuse to get the rest of the series. But I'm one of those people that likes having the full collection. Maybe I'll get over that eventually, but I like having all the books that I've read together. So yeah, I hated, this was a 2-star read for me. The only thing that saved it is the cover of the book. Then I went to a happy place and I got Sylvia Day. I got this as bargain price from what do you call it? Books a Million. And this one, I've never seen it on bargain price, so as soon as I saw it, I snatched it up. And this is in the flesh. And this is one of her books that she wrote under a different name, so Sylvia Dare, which of course gives you a better opportunity to be a little more open with what you're writing and write different things, different genres. So I'm really excited to read this. I think this is cool. It looks like an eye. And they're like redoing the covers and stuff, so this is probably why that was on clearance. I picked this up. I own this as an ebook, and I absolutely love this series. This is J.C. Burton's play-by-play series, and this one's called Straddling the Line. This one's a football player. I read this as an ebook when it first came out and absolutely loved it. I definitely have to put up another review for it. I want to do a video review for it. But this play-by-play series is phenomenal. If you want a really good steamy romance and witty and hilarious characters, definitely check out JC. Then I picked up three books in a series that I've been reading for years, literally. And I always wait and let like 5 or 6 books come out and then plow through those and then wait another 5 or 6 books, which is really easy to do when the author comes out with 3 books a year. And I'm talking about J.D. Robb. The In Death series is one of my favorite series. I caught up with it in 2012 or 2013. I took part in the In Death. It's a perpetual series because, like I said, it's a perpetual book challenge, the In Death book challenge. I'll leave a link down below to my page as well as to the original writer's page. This is Treachery in Death. This one I don't own, and I'm realizing it's gross on top now. I'll just clean that off. But this is about Eve Dallas, who's a futuristic cop in New York City. New York City is my city, so of course I always read books about them. And this one's Concealed in Death. And the last one is Delusion in Death. Now, I've read 2 of these 3 already. I borrowed them from the library or I read them in ebook. Unfortunately, I'm not one of the lucky few to be part of J.D. Robb's books, ARC book club, because that's an exclusive list if I ever saw one. But I got these 2, oh, actually all 3 of them at the local Dollar Tree. Now, if you are a follower, make sure you follow me on Instagram because I restarted the series called As Found in My Local Bookstore. And I think I'm going to put it up on here too, just like a video of all the pictures. All the books that I keep finding that are brand new books, books by popular authors, books I think everyone would be interested in, books I see all the time. And I picked up Dark Wolf by Christine Freehan. Now, I don't own Dark Wolf. I own it as an ebook. I don't own the physical copy. So I picked it up. This is one of my favorites of the newest ones. Because this one is Skylar's story. And I love the story that was being told. I love Skylar as a character, but there were creepy moments within the book. And if you've been reading the series for a while, you understand that Skylar started off as a teenager. So it's weird to see her as an adult, like with her own mate and stuff, and doing all kinds of things with her own partner. So it's like looking at the kids that are in my family and realizing that they're growing up and they're gonna date and you want them to be happy, but you don't want them to be adults. But yeah, so Dark Wolf, it's really cool. I really enjoy this series. The Carpathian series is another one of those perpetual series that I read. I think these are actually the 2 that are always every year on my to-be read pile, because every year she comes out with about 1 to 2 books per year, whereas J.D. Robb comes out with 3. I don't know what Nora Roberts does, but she just blows through books. She's probably got these stories like floating in her head all the time. And the funny thing is, the Eve Dallas stories, there are very few of them that I can remember that I don't like. I think there's one. Just one. But the others are, the cases are so creepy, or they're really good, or yeah, I wasn't a fan of New York to Dallas because I thought it tied up a few too many bows too easily. That's just my personal opinion. I thought it would have been way better if it had dragged out a couple books. But if you've never read the series and you love shows, I've done a whole video about recommendations for those that love like NCIS and you know, crime dramas. I've done I'll leave a link down below to that. But those are the books that I've gotten in physical form. I will leave a link to the blog post where I do a list of all the books that are ebooks because I've gotten quite a bit. I've actually been reading more ebooks than physical books, which is a shame because I have 4 shelves that need to be read. And that will be next year's challenge. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've read any of these or have any of these on your shelves. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.